Welcome back to the Drunk on Riding Show, the official podcast of Drunk on Riding. I am your host, Warren Pawlowski, joined by my lovely co-host, my lovely wife, Kim. Kim, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm not doing too bad. I've kind of been delving into the world of Drunk on Riding a lot recently. I just wrapped up the dissection, the last dissection of The Stand, the novel. So it was all about the conclusion to The Stand. I just got that up for patrons today, and I think it's very good. I'm kind of excited because now that means I get to watch a bunch of TV shows and read a comic book. So I'm kind of excited about what the next dissection will be whenever that comes in. And I'm getting really excited about the very next video because it's a weird one, and I kind of like my weird ones. I'll talk about that in the member exclusive and patron exclusive preview section. I don't want to give it all away. But this, of course, is the Drunk on Riding Show. If you are new to the show, head on over to youtube.com/drunkonriding to check out the full library of past episodes and all the other stuff that gets posted to the channel. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. And did you know, I'm going to record that again. Yes, this is the Drunk on Riding Show, the official show of... This is the Drunk on Riding podcast, the Drunk on Riding Show. I don't know. Kim, this is the second time we're recording this episode. The last time I recorded the dissection that I just finished, it took me 3 tries to record it. It's annoying. It's annoying getting all of the verbiage right, having to say things over and over again until you get it right, and just being like, oh, I'll edit it and post it. I don't feel like doing all of that. So I'm just going to say, welcome to the Drunk on Riding Show. If you like this, go to youtube.com/drunkonriding or drunkonriding.com. Become a patron, like the awesome patrons that are sponsoring our show, Ariya, Norinth, and David. Hey guys, thank you. Thank you to all the patrons. You guys make this happen. But today, Kim, I want to hear what you have been up to.
What have I been up to? I mean, other than the usual day-to-day.
Hold on.
I know.
Dixie wanted to come in and say hi.
We've been a little busy in the last month, I feel.
Have we?
We have, I feel. Yeah. Mine went blank, so doing what? I don't know. But no, we had an anniversary.
We did have an anniversary.
Beginning of the month.
We had some lovely Italian food that made me oh so full.
Yep. Which you paid for.
I did. Both literally and figuratively. Yeah, I paid for it afterwards. Have not been feeling my digestive tract still hasn't recovered. I'll put it that way.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It just means I gotta watch how much I eat because it just makes me feel very, very full.
Yeah, it's your stuff, I guess, when you say digestive tract.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Pooping brains out over here.
Oh, come on.
Every day.
Let's keep it, nice and nice.
I'm not squatting on the potty every day.
That's even worse. Just okay. Moving on.
I mean, how do you talk about?
Just moving on. Anyway, we had that going on. We went to New York City with the kids, and that was fun. Empire State Building we did, and the Titanic exhibit. Let's see, what else? What else have we done? I did a lot of shopping. Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I set an alarm early this morning, and I did. Yes, I did. I got up early.
Worth it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a lot of shopping done from the 6 to 7 hour.
Remember when we went to Best Buy to get our washer and dryer that one time? It was just all the way down there. It's just it seems like such a different time.
We did that. That was like back in the day before things changed.
And all the deals were on or even better on the internet.
No, they were on Thanksgiving. We left Thanksgiving.
Did we?
We did. We left Thanksgiving, and I believe we went back and we took a nap after Thanksgiving, and we went to Best Buy, and we got there at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock or something like that at night. And we stood in line until midnight. And it was freezing. It was like 30 degrees. They had a Dunkin' Donuts truck outside to keep people warm because it was so cold.
Man, how much off were these washers and dryers? Was it really worth it?
Yeah, I think it was like we literally got it. I think.
Wow.
What was it like? I think we got both for $600.
I think that's good.
Yeah,
probably,
it was
especially
like,
good now, looking back on it.
Yeah, but this was 11 years ago.
That's true. I gotta say, this maybe it's because of the Thanksgiving holiday or whatnot, but I feel like I've watched and played a lot over this past month. Not just our video club pick of the month, ELVIS, which we will get to shortly, but I've just been watching and playing a lot. What about you? Have you been? I see you've been watching that the Chip and Jo
Fixer Upper.
Fixer Upper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've been watching that.
I've been doing that though more at night. Been watching that. I think I watched it while I had PTO. I was off for a week this month. So I had like more downtime. I didn't have as much work as I normally do. So I watched a little bit of it while Olivia was quote unquote napping. But she wasn't really napping, she was watching Fixer Upper. But we did that. And so I watched a whole bunch of that while I was doing that, working on calendars, things of that nature. Other than that, I don't think I've watched anything else.
Really?
What else have I watched?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I guess it was just me. But I've been playing a bunch of Fortnite. The current season is wrapping up this Saturday. There's a lot of Chrome this season, which I liked the new dynamic of, but it was kind of a boring, I think, overall season. There wasn't a lot of spice in it. There wasn't a lot of fun, even though this was really the more mobile, one of the more mobile seasons. We can travel around very easily and whatnot, both as Chrome blobs. And what are you looking at while I'm talking? This is how I know. This is how I know Kim listens to me so attentively. She's looking at the Legos. She's perusing the Lego that are on the shelf. What is it? Is it it got turned?
I sit here all the time, every time we film, and I've never noticed that Thor eating pizza is right next to me.
Yes, it is.
Never noticed it. So it distracted me because I can literally see the pizza. So I'm like, who is that?
I think Matthew turned it so that he could play with his addition in the back. He built Thor a whole backyard.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, then we have Aloy over here and the Friends cast all the way over. So really I should swap the Friends cast with Thor over there. Make more sense. Have that your little area. Maybe when
this was supposed to be a bar area and now it's like the Lego display case.
That's how life evolves, and maybe when the Drunken Writer Show goes back to video, we'll have more of a backdrop here and make it look good and theme it out a little bit. Don't wipe the dust. Don't touch the dust. Why you gotta do that?
Because I have to come down here and clean.
That's like riding dust me on a shelf. Was that the whole point of it? I mean, that's just for you. No, that's just gonna upset you.
Yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty dusty though, huh? I didn't even realize.
Okay.
That's probably my fault because I've been doing a lot of sanding, grinding away on a secret Christmas project. That's coming along really well.
But yeah, no, you've been playing the God of War.
I did. I replayed the first one. I kind of really just did Golden Path, like straight just story. Let's go right at the story, and It was really good. When I played it the first time, it really shot up my charts of top video games, and I think it was number one for a while. I think it's still probably number one. It's there probably with The Last of Us. It's a very good story. I think because I didn't play everything of the story, I kind of missed some of it that really caught me last time, but I just wanted to kind of play it because I wanted to play the new one, God of War Ragnarok. So I just kind of wanted to get the main plot threads in. And I started playing God of War Ragnarok. That's the actual title. It's God of War Ragnarok. And they really should have called it God of War Part 2. Just borrowed that whole naming convention from The Last of Us, because it really just picks right up where the last one left off. Maybe not time-wise, but story-wise, and really builds on all the relationships from the first. You can't really play this game without playing the first one. Like, it just very much keeps going. It's not standalone in any way, shape, or form. And it's cool. It introduces a whole bunch of new mechanics. The RPG part of the game is really in depth now. And I haven't quite got the build down to where I want it, but I think I'm maybe about 30 hours into the game. I don't know, somewhere around there, and it's very good. I think I like the first one overall more so far, but that was also, again, after having completed the whole thing. So, no spoilers. I'm very much enjoying it. I also started playing the Halo series with Matthew.
Yeah, he's been really into that.
I don't know what drove him to play it, to want to play it, but we played.
Well, I can tell you.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, you have that little tiny Master Chief guy.
Oh, the little one from the car who's missing an arm.
Yeah.
I used to go around campus back in college and elsewhere during that time and take pictures. I had a whole, I think it was on Facebook, I had a folder set up for photos, and it was Master Chief Travels, and it was just wherever he wound up. So Matthew has that now, sans the one arm and the gun. And so, yeah, we replayed Halo, which is the first time I've replayed Halo since Halo Reach came out, and we did that recording way back when. And Halo, still really, really good, to no one's surprise. What I want to talk about real quick is Halo 2, which we started. And I think we're about halfway through Halo 2. The game, so they recently remastered. They remastered it since the last time I played Halo 2. So it's a brand new experience. They did the Halo 2 anniversary, and it is a gorgeous game. It looks like a movie. I mean, you were sitting there during the opening cutscene, and even you were saying, "What is this?"
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and it really does look like a movie, but the audio mix on this game is absolutely horrible. It's so bad. I can't hear half the dialogue, and the subtitles at one point completely covered Matthew's screen because there was so much text going by. And that was at the normal level. It's not like I made them larger or anything. It was just normal size text subtitles, and he couldn't play because of the dialogue. So, like, there's really no happy medium. You go back and listen to the original mix, and you can hear it. It's nice. It doesn't look as pretty. It's not as nice of a looking game, but it's really hard because especially this Halo 2 seems to rely on audio cues a lot more to point the direction. And so a lot of times doing some wayfinding is really hard. And I did notice some split screen glitches, which, goes a lot into Halo just kind of altogether dropping split screen. Like, we can't play Halo Infinite, so we can only play through Halo 5. And then we can't play Infinite co-op as of right now. But I know Halo 2 it does not hold up. I don't think it nearly as well as the first one. It just introduces way too much. It's just really trodden of a story, and
Yeah.
it's just too heavy. It's just too much. I look forward to Halo 3 though, because Halo 3 I remember really enjoying. So we'll see. And Halo 3 ODST, which I replayed several times.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that one. Halo Reach, very good. Halo 5 and Halo 4 and 5, I've only played the one time each.
Oh, it'll be a new experience.
Yeah, I don't remember those games at all. Except not liking them.
Yeah.
Really. And then we watched it. We watched a bunch of movies together. We watched Mr. Right.
Oh, we did. Yes, we did watch Mr. Right.
Anna Kendrick and the guy from Iron Man 2.
I liked that movie. That was a fun movie.
That was a fun movie, and it had a pretty cute happy ending, and had some fun character moments. I rather enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Last Night in Soho, we watched.
We did watch. That was something that you wanted me to watch.
Yeah, after I watched about the first 20 minutes of it, up until the dance scene was when I stopped and I was like, okay, I think Kim would like this. And that was also about the time that the movie took a very different turn.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, I have to wonder, did you like that movie?
It was okay.
I have to say, I like that it also had a happy ending. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it generally had a happy ending. It could have gone in a very different direction.
It was a little. It was dark. It was darker than I normally go towards.
For sure.
I do like Matt Smith. I really enjoy him. So I like that he was in it. It was different.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. I like the music. I really dug the music. I also, with the kids, watched Inside Out, which is that animated movie where it's the 5 emotions.
Where was I?
Inside the person. You were out shopping or doing something, and you came back for the ending of it, and the ending was so extremely sad. That's when we were all crying. Even Matthew was like, "This is sad. I want to stop it. I want to watch something else." And you were crying, and then we were like, "It's almost done, Matthew." And that was I'm not in a rush to rewatch that. Usually the kids want to rewatch the movies that they watch, but not that one. As opposed to Hotel Transylvania 2, which, how many times have we seen that this month?
Not only Hotel Transylvania 2, but the first one. We've watched them all.
The fourth one. The third one's not currently on our streaming services, but we've watched the first one, the third one, and the fourth one.
Yeah. Yeah, we watched a lot of that. Yeah.
The fourth one, not as funny as the second one. I haven't rewatched the first one with them recently, so I don't remember. But the second one, I was losing my mind.
Well, if we're counting kids' movies, I've watched Moana a lot. I've watched a whole lot of The Little Angels on Netflix. So,
okay, if we're not counting kids stuff, I also watched the second season of Daredevil on my train rides home, and that was really good. Shocking no one. Very good. I'm now on to Luke Cage and watching the whole Defender saga through, and it's very good. I am very much enjoying my time. These are all available on Disney Plus now. So all of the old Netflix Marvel series are all on Disney Plus, and I recommend you check them out. As opposed to Black Adam, which I saw in theaters with Jay. Shout out to Jay. Bad movie. Just bad movie. Just don't go see that movie. Just overall just horrible acting. I mean, Dwayne The Rock Johnson did very good. He was really good in this. He was like the shining object. He was the diamond in the rough of this movie. Whenever he was on screen, it just leaked charisma. And his introduction in the film is amazing. But the rest of the film, halfway through the movie, I thought it was over. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, cool. That's an interesting setup for the sequel. No, that was the setup for the second half of the film. There was just a whole lot of story, a whole lot packed into it. Just a lot of world building. Reminded me a lot of what Amazing Spider-Man 2, where they concentrated so much on building the universe out that they forgot that what is important is the character, and they completely forgot that here, which is unfortunate because I know it could have been a good movie. I think the first Shazam film was okay, and I really loved Peacemaker. I did enough to make a whole video about it. But of course, our big, I would say the big letdown for me of this month was our video club pick of this month. ELVIS, which was on HBO Max, which is the reason we resubscribed to HBO Max. Kim, tell me about this film. What made you pick this, and what? How do you feel after having picked it and watched it?
So I picked this film because I have heard from several people it was amazing. I also grew up listening to Elvis. My parents were fans. And I personally have not seen a lot on his life in movie form. I knew about his death and all of that. I was telling you earlier this month that I had to do a report on him and Judy Garland in high school. And so that's sort of how I knew kind of what came of him. What did I think of it? I'm disappointed in it. So the music was good, right? The music was good in the movie. I felt that this movie was very drawn out in certain aspects. The first half of the movie was incredibly, I just think, long. There was really no need for that. And then I feel like the second half of the movie picked up pace. The second half of the movie was really just fast-paced, quick, more what I had expected the first half to be. The fact that Tom Hanks was in it, I had high hopes. And he was, look, the acting was good. I thought. I just didn't really love how it was put together.
I agree with you there. I think and I will say I do disagree with you on the order of things. I thought that the first half was better than the second half.
Do you?
Because I felt like just, it was fast paced in the second half, but it was just the rapid, drug induced decline of overlays and just scene on top of scene, and it's 19 whatever, and it's 1 year later, and here's another thing. Oh, here's all the pills, and I think they skipped a lot of stuff.
They did.
And I will say, I agree with you on the music as well. I thought the use of the music was fantastic. Not just, just the original songs, but the remixes that were in there. I thought those were all very good. I thought visually it was stunning. I thought the acting was good. I thought the makeup was okay. Tom Hanks kind of looked weird in his whatever he was wearing. I thought the acting was fine, but I hated the story. I thought it was just an awful story, awfully constructed.
Yeah, it was how it was just poorly put together.
We finished the first half, and we had to pause it for whatever reason.
Well, it was a long movie.
It was a long movie, yeah. I think we split it up over 2 nights, but we watched it. How long of a movie is it? Was it a 3-hour movie?
I think so. It was up there.
It certainly felt like it. I mean, you really felt that at that time. But we got about halfway through, and I did not want to watch the rest of that film.
Yeah.
I was just I'm done. This is, I get it. I get what you're going for. This is not working for me. And it just kept getting worse. And I thought the fat Elvis at the end was also bad. And it was just the whole story. It's framed around Tom Hanks' character, and then at the end it just kind of drops. It kind of peters out on its own, and it fades into oblivion. And then he's dead, and it's just And it's. I was really pretty disappointed. It's Baz Luhrmann, and I really liked 2 of his films at least. Moulin Rouge and Romeo and Juliet. I really liked both of those films, and they're older now. But they're still what I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't, and those were good. They're highly kinetic, very well edited and written well. It's just, I don't know. This was just not a good film for me.
It's interesting because those are 2 movies I don't really love.
Yeah.
I don't. Romeo and Juliet, Leonardo DiCaprio.
You've never liked those.
Yeah. I loved Leonardo DiCaprio growing up. Teenage heartthrob. Was that my favorite movie because the story was great? No. I mean, it was Romeo and Juliet, but like, I never liked the wacky beginning scene of Romeo and Juliet where it's like some weird nonsense. They're in a car. I didn't like it. It's freaking Romeo and Juliet, people. There was no cars. I didn't like that. So I don't like the modern adaptation of that. Moulin Rouge, I've seen it, and I never have to watch it again. Music was good, but he had nothing to do with it. So,
Sensing a pattern here.
Yeah. Had I known he was behind those, maybe I wouldn't have picked this one. Because they're definitely not movies I like. And this one, he didn't do anything wacky, like that. So I guess that's a good, but I don't like how he puts together movies. I don't. I think he's overrated and
jeez.
I mean, Rotten Tomatoes gave this a 7 out of 10.
It's not
or IMDb 7 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes 77%. Like, what? No.
Maybe it's something that played well with the critics, at least some of them.
I want a website where like the people speak.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes.
77?
I mean, there's the audience score too. There's the critic score, and then there's the audience score. Yeah, I have to say thumbs down. And Kim, to close out Elvis, I want to do 2 quick rankings.
Yeah.
One, I want to rank it against 2 other recent biopics that we saw: Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man. Now, where would you put it in terms related to those 2?
Below.
You put it below those
bottom.
2?
At the very bottom.
At the very bottom. Wow. So let's look at our current ranking for the Drunk on Riding video. Don't just rush ahead. Let me get the sentence out. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Kim. Look at me. I see you wanting to cut me off. Okay, I was making faces at me. We're on the radio. It sounds like I'm talking to myself like I'm insane. So our current rankings in Volume 2 of our video club are: number 1, The Gray Man; number 2, Don't Look Up; and number 3, Dunkirk. Kim, where would you place
oh my God.
Elvis?
What are they again?
Number 1, The Gray Man.
Yeah.
Number 2, Don't Look Up. And number 3, Dunkirk.
I guess on the bottom.
You would put Elvis at number 4.
Although I didn't like Dunkirk either, so.
Well, I'm going to agree with you that it should be number 4.
Mm-hmm. So, we got to do some better picking. Like, this is not a great... The Gray Man's number 1?
The Gray Man's number 1, I know.
I mean, it was good, but was it great?
No, it just happened to be better than the other ones that we've been watching. So hopefully the next one, which is my pick, will be a better one. But keeping to what has turned out to be a theme, it's also a biopic about a musician.
Oh, is it?
It is Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
Oh,
starring
God.
Daniel Radcliffe, streaming for free with ads on the Roku channel. I have heard that it is very, very good.
Okay.
Wow. The very visceral reaction from you on that one.
Weird Al, not my favorite person.
Have you watched the trailer for it?
No. First of all, okay. Rocket Man, Bohemian Rhapsody. I really like Queen, Freddie Mercury. I really like Elton John. I enjoy his music. I really enjoy, what's his name?
Elvis?
No. In The Gray Man, the pretty man.
Ryan Gosling. I really enjoy Leonardo DiCaprio, as we just stated. Daniel Radcliffe, okay, fine. Harry Potter. I'm going to have a really hard time with that. I've not seen anything with Daniel Radcliffe other than Harry Potter. It's been
I don't like
20
change.
years since that.
I don't like change. It's been 20 years for him.
And us.
Listen. Weird Al bothers me. I don't like satire. I loathe it. And that's what he does. Satire.
I can't wait to hear your reaction to this film.
It's going beneath Elvis.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
It's my prediction.
Here's a question. Now, this is our second volume of the video club. Last time we had 14 total, at the very bottom of which, if you recall, at number 14 was Cats. Which film was better, Cats or Elvis?
Elvis. Yeah. Cats was... I saw Cats on Broadway, didn't like it then. I saw Cats on television, didn't like it then. I don't... Listen, when I don't like something, I don't like something. I don't like Weird Al. You're not going to sway me.
You don't know what this is. It's Daniel Radcliffe, and it's about the sordid affair that Weird Al had with Madonna.
Oh, I don't like her either. Madonna?
Madonna?
Yeah, she's not my favorite person. Her music is okay at best. She's weird. Madonna's weird.
You heard what I just said, though, right? It's about Weird Al's sordid affair with Madonna.
I am not surprised. Is that supposed to shock me?
I would think so.
It's Madonna.
Okay.
It's Madonna.
All right, well. I think it's going to be good. And it's free on the Roku channel, so free is for me. I want to watch it.
Do we even have Roku?
No, but it's free. You download the Roku channel and you watch it.
Better not be 3 hours.
I don't think it is. I mean, and even if it is, if it's better than Elvis, which I don't think Elvis was actually 3 hours. Can I just throw that one out there? I think it just felt like it was 3 hours.
It was close to 3 hours.
How close do you think it was?
I don't know.
I gotta say, I really did not like Tom Hanks in that film. Just gonna throw that one out there. I think he was just doing it for a paycheck. It was 2 hours and 39 minutes long.
Yeah, it was close. I know.
Yeah, wow.
I know.
That was
I just think it was too long, so that's my criticism. It could have been put together better.
Yeah.
And it would have been a really good movie.
I think it just needed a better story.
It needed a better director.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it just all the threads just kind of fell apart and just wasn't well done.
No more Baz Luhrmann.
No more Baz Luhrmann. Okay.
And
we're doing a moratorium on Baz Luhrmann in the video club.
Listen.
I don't know
for the listeners, I will pick a better movie because this Weird Al one's gonna suck.
How do you don't know that? You don't know that it's gonna suck. You can't just come out here and say that it's gonna suck. You know what else Baz Luhrmann directed? The Great Gatsby.
Which I have not seen.
The Leonardo DiCaprio one.
Which I have not seen because it looks weird.
Oh, is that
You're taking a classic, The Great Gatsby, which is a fantastic movie. And you're going, no. See, it goes back to, I like what I like.
Mm.
That's like somebody going and redoing Singing in the Rain. I will not watch that movie.
Did you ever see this film, Australia, with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman?
No.
I feel like I did when it came out with my parents in 2008. It's tickling a memory.
2008.
2008.
You went with your parent? I don't think so.
With my dad? I feel like I've seen this movie. Was it something that we would have seen at school? 2008? Like at the
You were a senior.
At the theater? At the theater there?
I mean, if it was and I went with you, I probably fell asleep.
If it was a date night movie, it wasn't a memorable one. Yeah, so Baz Luhrmann, he's you don't like his stuff.
No.
All right, no more Baz Luhrmann.
We need to get away from biopics too.
Hey, this is the last one, okay? The Weird Al Yankovic story, or the Al Yankovic story, the final biopic of this run, and then we're calling a moratorium on Baz Luhrmann and a moratorium on biopics. And I want to see something weird and good from you next time.
Weird.
I don't know, not necessarily weird. Not like it doesn't need to be like Mars Attacks or anything like here, but something that's not about a musician. That's not You know, like, this is the story of his crack cocaine addiction.
So no stories, so no history.
Well, I mean, I didn't say anything about that. I mean, it would be nice if we had something that's not history. I mean, we do have other genres out there, I think, right? There's other stuff that we can watch.
Maybe I'll pick a rom-com.
We had a rom-com. Or have we had a rom-com? We just watched Mr. Right. That was a good film. That wasn't on here. Go watch Mr. Right. If you guys haven't watched Mr. Right, that was a fun film. I think it's on Netflix.
Skip Elvis if you didn't watch it and watch Mr. Right.
Yes, that is our takeaway from this episode of the Drunk on Writing Show. And I know, Kim, that you wanted to cut this one a little early, and I apologize for keeping you up a little late because we had some recording difficulties. Namely, I didn't push a button at the beginning of this. So thank you for that. We will call it a night there. But I do want to say that I want to pitch a topic to you that I'd like to talk about next time, and that is your first acting gig. What was it? Even if it was a school play, whatever it was, I want to talk about our first acting gigs.
I don't think I've had one.
We're gonna fix that.
No, we're not.
No? You don't want to have an acting gig?
No.
Why not?
I have no interest.
We can read a dramatic play.
No.
You're no fun. Love you. This has been the Drunk on Writing Show. Kim is just... I've lost her. I think she's ready for bed. she's broken. She's got a cough. She's going to make some noises. Here she goes. This has been the Drunk on Writing Show. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoy this, remember, head on over to youtube.com/drunkonwriting to get all past episodes and other goodies that are posted. You can also, of course, find this wherever podcasts are found, along with the Dissections podcast, which I've just recently started updating again. I got to get that all caught up. But while you're there, be sure to subscribe. Leave any kind of lovely comments you'd like. No nasty ones. I don't want any of that. I want positivity. And, head on over to drunkonwriting.com to become a patron, like all of my awesome patrons out there. Until next time, Kim is ready to push her button. She's not going to say anything more, so I don't even know why she hasn't pushed the button. Kim, are you going to say anything more?
No, I think I'm all good.
Have a good night. Cheers. And keep on writing.